Hi, my name's Allison. I'm here to do some meditation with you today. So I brought some props with me today. This first one is a little plaque I have in my little studio at home. And for those of you who have dealt with depression or are currently depressed, this probably makes you feel happy to read, someone addressing the fact that you can't cure depression with inspirational quotes. But what we can do is meet our depression where it is. So I will often ask my clients, well, how do you feel today? And when somebody chooses this stuffy as the way they feel, then I know I'm going to do my best to meet their energy where they are. So how to meditate when you're feeling depressed can be quite challenging. So I am going to invite you to just go ahead and plunk down in a chair. Let your tendency to want to do something like this, follow through with it. It's okay. So I'm going to encourage you to just go ahead and sit in a way that you're going to feel comfortable. I'm going to use this smushy chair, very much unlike how I would sit in this chair to do a formal seated meditation. But I'm going to actually lean back a little bit, let my shoulders drop, let my head drop a little bit, and just feel how I feel. Okay? Now, I'm going to invite you to feel how you feel, and maybe you'd feel better to actually have your head in your hands. Okay? So however it would be best for you to start, go ahead and start like that. So be okay with being a little slumpy, a little slouched over for now. And then I'm going to invite you to dive in there and feel your natural breath in your body when you're kind of allowing your posture to be how you're feeling mood-wise. Okay, so feel the breath in there. And notice that it's really hard to take a deep breath in, but the exhale comes pretty easily. Okay, now I'm going to invite you to just do the best you can to root your feet down to the floor, to kind of lean forward a little bit. Use your hands on your legs. Push your chest up and open. And you don't even have to open your eyes. You can roll your shoulders back and just do the best you can to maintain an upright position. So let's let our hands rest in our lap, and I'm going to encourage you to let your hands be in an upright position. This is a receptive position. When we're feeling really, really low energy, low mood, suffering from depression, we're really very grounded, maybe too grounded, right? So we want to actually change that energy. Let's put the hands up. That's a receptive position. Okay, best you can, and if it feels too difficult to maintain this upright position, feel free to go back to your reclining or leaning over position. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to sit with sad. We're going to sit with anger. We're going to sit with whatever it is that is the predominant emotion that's cropping up for us. So I invite you to go ahead, instead of running away from it, instead of anesthetizing it, we're going to actually sit with it. So I invite you in. Closing the eyes softly, feeling the best of your ability, the lifting of the heart. Thinking of your heart as a flower. And it might feel like it's closed in a really tight bud right now. But can you give it some nourishment from your feet connected to the floor, up through your torso, like it's the stem of the flower, and up into the heart area, like it's a flower that's starting to blossom open a little. Okay, sitting with whatever it is you're feeling. Maybe naming what it is you're feeling. And rather than run away from it, sit with it, befriend it if possible, feeling your natural breath flowing in and out. hopefully a little bit easier to breathe in when you're able to sit upright if you can. Naming that energy, that emotion. And I invite you to meditate on, to be consciously aware of creating the seed, just planting the seed of the opposite. So, what is the opposite of how you're feeling? What color is the opposite? What felt sensations will you have if you're experiencing the opposite? Now I'm going to invite you to bring in some affirmation to your meditation. So if what you're really feeling is sad, the opposite of that, of course, would feel happy or open, connected maybe. I can't give you inspirational quotes to magically make that depressed feeling go away, but what I can offer is this idea of planting the seed of the opposite. So, meditating on the thought, I am, name the energy, name the emotion, breathe it in and out. That's what you're experiencing. Sit with it, befriend it, be okay with it. And then think of the seed and what the seed could actually manifest as. Maybe it's the opposite. Okay, now I invite you to change the thought as you're breathing in and out to, may I be. Fill the blank in with that opposite. As you're doing that, feel if you might even be able to sit a little taller. I've had students say, well, when I'm petitioning, can I pray? Of course you can. If that would feel like the right thing to do, you can place your hands over your heart. You can put your hands in what's called Anjali Mudra. Of course, do what feels right to you. May I be. What is the word for how you would love to feel? Now, the way you might take that affirmation or take that may I be, that kind of petitioning, and make it into an affirmation is actually by saying to yourself as if it's presently occurring, I am that thing. And like my framed card says, you know, it's not going to cure depression. But what it might do is give you a seed that you're allowing to bloom a little, allowing to blossom a little. And in the process, you're breathing a little more deeply. You're wrapping your loving kindness and your awareness for the situation you're in with just pure open awareness. Okay, you're wrapping yourself up with that. Okay, so Let's go back in, close eyes softly. Reminding as if you have to. We don't usually have to remind ourselves when we're feeling really low. Go ahead and breathe in, I am. Whatever the word is, sad, angry, agitated, what is the word? Now breathing in, may I be. And then playing with the opposite for a moment. I am, or if that's just not believable enough because you're just not that close to that yet, I am becoming, fill in the blank. I invite you to open your eyes now. Feel your feet grounded. Feel your heart lifting. Feel the air and space around you, and feel yourself completely encapsulating all of the elements. You've got the grounding of the feet. You've got the watery of your ability to move. You've got the fiery of your digestion. You've got the air and space that's surrounding you. And just sit for one more minute with an awareness of being part of all of it. No matter how you're feeling, you're still a part of all that is around you. So taking one more minute to just feel. The air and space around you as if it is benevolent. It's giving you a hug. Your breath moving in and out of your body. Any sensation whatsoever of aliveness and connection. If any is to be felt, feel it. It might be some tingling in your hands or feet. It might be the awareness of your breath flowing in and out. Embrace the aliveness in any way you can feel it. Now I invite you to open your eyes, and we'll seal this little practice together. Let's take our thumbs up to our brow, and that represents wisdom. We're going to take our thumbs to our heart, that represents compassion. And then just touching your hands to your legs, whatever's closest to the floor, to represent humility. Thank you for practicing with me today.